Welcome to the Thought Leader Life Credibility Series, where we are helping you to define and enhance your credibility. Join us as we interview thought leaders about what it takes to be credible in their vertical markets. To learn more, check out thoughtleaderlife.com.
Hi, Mitchell Levy, global credibility expert, and welcome to this special credibility episode of Thought Leader Life, where we're talking to amazing humans from around the planet on who they are, what they do, in essence, their credibility. Today's guest is my friend Rhonda Sher, who is a LinkedIn expert and the author of 5 books, including the international best-selling book, Converting Connections to Cash and Relationships to Revenue. She has helped hundreds of individuals convert their boring LinkedIn profile and make it optimal, visible profiles that engage visitors and create a pipeline of prospects and referrals. Rhonda, welcome.
Thanks, Mitchell. So nice to be here.
I always enjoy spending time with you whenever I get to, for whatever reason. And this is even a better one. And you and I have talked a lot about how to position that first message, your CPOP, your customer point of pain. And I love how you share it now. What is your CPOP?
Business professionals that are in the LinkedIn Witness Protection Program.
It makes the hair on my arm stand up when I hear that. It's so interesting when I hear people talk and I was one of the first 25,000. I was commissioned by the founders of LinkedIn to write and publish their first book. And so I've seen LinkedIn for a long time, and people say to me, "Hey, Mitchell, people are not finding me." And then you look at their profile and it's like, well, because you want to be invisible. Rhonda, tell me more.
Remember that Microsoft bought LinkedIn back in October of 2015, which basically means that 70 to 80% of the time when somebody Googles your name, Mitchell, you show up with your LinkedIn profile on the first page of Google. Now, here's the challenge. Most people that show up on LinkedIn don't show up the way they show up in real life or even on their website. So it's like they're going to a black tie event, but they're wearing their running clothes. And what I do is I help them by optimizing their profiles so they show up like the only logical choice. And they're no longer in witness protection. They actually get found. People know who they are, what they do, and why they should work with them. And most importantly, what's the call to action? Why should they reach out to you? If you're invisible, and you think about the Witness Protection Program, people are invisible. We want you to be found on LinkedIn so that people are going to reach out, make appointments, and potentially refer business and do business with you. So that's what I do with them. I help them to become visible, credible, and profitable. I even have one client that worked with me for several months and increased his business by 27%, which was an additional 7 figures for him in 2020.
That's amazing. And Rhonda, how do you have credibility to do what you do?
Well, I have 27,000 connections on LinkedIn. I am one of the top 50 trainers on LinkedIn, according to the Mellor report. I have helped probably hundreds, if not thousands of people. I post every single day on LinkedIn. I've gotten, as high as up to 60,000 views just on one post alone. So the credibility comes from not only just teaching, but doing, because I truly believe LinkedIn is a platform for serving, not for selling. And that's really why I'm so credible, because when my clients shine, I shine. And that's what's so much fun for me. I have the most fun job in the world. I get to talk to people and find out who they are, and then position them as the only logical choice on the world's largest business networking platform. So,
nice.
Yeah.
And how do you go about sharing your credibility? I think that was a little bit of it.
A little bit of it, yeah. And I think the way that I do it is I do a lot of speaking. So I'm on virtual platforms now. Used to give tons of talks, in the real world. Can't remember what that's quite like anymore. But I do a lot of speaking, a lot of training, master classes. In addition, I put out a newsletter where I share all of my tips on LinkedIn on a monthly basis. And I do something called 10 before 10. And what that is I reach out 10 people that I may know or not know every single day before 10 a.m. And all I do is I basically say, hey, I'd love to know, how can I be of service? What can I do? Who can I introduce you to? And it's just walking the talk. And when you're real, people know it. And that's really how I share my credibility, just by helping others shine.
You know, if you're listening to this and you're kind of thinking you're in the LinkedIn Witness Protection Program, you should reach out to Rhonda Sher. Rhonda, what's the best way for people to go about doing that?
The best way is to connect with me on LinkedIn, which is, obviously my name, Rhonda L. Sher, or they can send an email to me at unleashinglinkedin@gmail.com.
Beautiful. Rhonda, thanks for sharing your credibility with us today.
Thanks so much. It's always fun to be with you, Mitchell.
Yes, ditto. Same here. And listen, if you're still here, that means you like Rhonda's message or you don't like it. But what it does mean is you need to share a little bit of cred dust. So click on the like button, share with your friends, and we'll see you at the next episode of Thought Leader Live. Take care. Bye now.
Hope you enjoyed this episode in the Thought Leader Life Credibility series. Please like this episode, subscribe to our channel on the platform you consume content, and activate us by going to thoughtleaderlife.com/activate.